as we go through this process and we're looking at the reductions that we're going to be making, if you can also help alert us to the impact of our decision on our local communities. For example, I've already had conversations with my county judge, for example, and with the county sheriff. And I think it would be important for us to know if we use just the provider rates, okay, and doctors decide they don't want to service these Medicaid patients, for example, that doesn't mean that the patients are not going to get sick. They're just going to show up at the emergency centers, and someone is going to have to assume that cost. So if you all can give us provide some sort of impact statement of our decisions, not only as it relates to our state bottom line, but also whether or not the cost will shift from here to, for example, in my case, to Harris County, and so that we will be aware of those impacts way before we go home, and then all of a sudden we're in a town hall meeting, and people start saying, "Well, Representative Turner is here. Let him explain these cuts that he did." And I appreciate being the vice chair, but I don't necessarily want to adopt some of this stuff, So just as from an educational point of view, and just being fully cognizant of what we are doing and the impact that we're doing, and making no judgment on whether they're right or wrong or good or bad, I think it's just important for us to have the information so that we'll know the impact here as well as the impact on our local communities. I don't want to make a decision where I'm saving $1 here, but it's going to show up at Harris County. And at the end of 140 days, we're heading back to where we came from. Somebody's going to have to explain that decision that we made.